there you are. Beginning to wonder if you'd ever show up. Finally! This any way to treat the sole graduate of Auntie's promotion acceleration program? After I outlasted all them other candidates, left them at the spires in various stages of rigor mortis, spread across a dozen raptidon gizzards, I'm worn thin, shaky on my land legs after that raft trip, but otherwise raring for my reward for finishing the program. I assume you have the paperwork? You're not from Product Envisioner Ormsby? Fine. Guess I'll cool my heels on the beach a bit longer. Good thing I'm good at doing nothing. Been doing it my whole career until Ormsby handpicked me for the program. Shirked my way through every skill-building activity while my cohorts got chewed up and spit out. Even that self-promoter Cutshaw. Self-demoted to the briny deep after he slipped off his rubbish raft. I'm the sole survivor. Total validation of my relaxed work ethic. Har har. I think the only graduate of the Promotion Acceleration Program knows a little bit more about it than you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm still a mite seasick. Think I'll take this opportunity to vomit, then get back to what I do best.
Damned if I stay, damned if I go. Can I remain unsullied under the command of a rambling, nonsensical persecutor? Oh, hello there. You seem to have caught me at a most inopportune time. Was just, patrolling the sewers, monitoring for suspicious activity. Now, I must kindly ask that you vacate the vicinity. Your presence here is proving distracting, to put it mildly. The what? Word to the wise. A protectorate station is hardly the place to be making light of one's affiliations. Brigadier Montelli would be ecstatic to hear you spout such humorous quips. You'd be labeled a heretic. But I'm sure he'd chuckle as you swung from the gallows. Exactly. Now return to your post and stay prudent. We must ensure none infiltrate this bastion, lest the enemy so descend among us. It's just, I don't know what's going on here. The station's changed. It's become a damn charnel house, stained with the blood of my brothers and sisters. I don't know what to do. I just don't wish to die. I can't. That'd be a fine idea. If only there weren't a group of starving raptidons that saw fit to make a den so close to the grate. I can? Oh. I suppose I'm now off to a world filled with uncertainty. Savage wildlife. And miscreants always on your heels. Here. This key card should unlock a storage cache up above. It has some supplies in it that'll likely do you more good than they have me.
Remain vigilant.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
That was certainly asinine. Don't like the sound of that at all. Investigating hostile act.
Come, quickly. We must all bear witness.
Technicians Acna and Gastral, you stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued dragoons. Have you any last words to express your shame?
That Dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were only rebuilding the logic assembly so that...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated confession unburdens your conscience, though it will do nothing to commute your sentence. On the charges of sabotage and treason most contemptible, I find you both guilty.
No, please! This is all a misunderstanding! We're loyal!
More loyal subjects executed. And valued technicians, no less. I cannot see how reducing our own manpower guides us down a path to victory. Wait, I recognize you. From Horizon Point. Yes, just outside the skip labs, before the incident. Didn't I set security on you? How are you here? Alive?
You got security called on you outside the skip labs? But wasn't DeVries already inside the skip labs at that point?
You must have been the cause of everything that happened that day. And to think I could have stopped you. Perhaps I would have, if I'd not been so vexed over mere demerits. What would make me feel better is a long hour with a bottle of prestige gin. And if you had never resurfaced from the darkest corner of my mind. Now I will be forced to slay you in a fashion undesirable to us both, and hope I can explain your unlawful ingress to Montelli. Truly, this day is cursed. It's true. Someone must intervene. And if you're capable enough to have broken into the Vox, then perhaps I can use you to finally force Montelli to account. It wouldn't be collaboration with an enemy, so much as finding the right tool for the right job. I hope that won't be necessary, for the sake of all parties involved. I cannot believe Montelli is so far gone as to forget his true duty, or our friendship. If we were to work together, perhaps I could convince him to stand down. Go to his terminal. Search for any information on it that may be deployed against him. Also, while you're there, notify High Command that I'm taking control of the station. You will need your own access card to get upstairs. Blank keycards can often be found in the contraband room, and there's a terminal for encoding access in the security office. Head through the door to the right and continue down the hall. You should find your way without much trouble. Oh, but mind the guards. They'll still attack you on sight. My commitment to the Protectorate. Remember, I will
What was... Huh.
Cover line, Commander. Ready to go, Commander. Next order.
Console ahead. What's the play, Commander?
Serve the song.
Best reload!
Back in business.
I'm the one you need to worry about. Over here,
Jump down!
three hole in the head.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Little pick-me-up for you. Raring to go. Out of sight and on the way. Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed.
intruder. Of course. I was warned the Paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
My intentions are as they've always been. Honorable. I only wish to talk.
Talk? With a gun in hand and an enemy in your shadow? Do you mistake me for a fool?
Turn your gaze outward, Umberto. Look at everything you've done. Can you honestly tell me this is for the good of the Protectorate?
I'm killing traitors. Seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice, bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot? Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the Sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the Protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others, like myself. Hardly. I perform with full confidence the role the Paradigm has cast me in. A well-honed blade with which to smite the Protectorate's mightiest foes.
When you speak, I hear the voice of my friend. But not his reason. Not the man who taught me to temper discipline with care for those under my command. If any vestige of that man remains, I believe he'd recognize the need to be relieved of command. And would welcome the friend who gave him the opportunity to do so bloodlessly.
The only thing I would welcome in this moment is your head upon a pike, you fraternizer. And if I do not relent, what then? Will you attempt to relieve me of duty by force?
If needs must. But I'd rather it didn't come to that. I don't suppose you have anything more to add? Something that might further our purpose? Now would be the time to deploy it. You incompetent! I asked you to do one thing!
Trusting the enemy to do your bidding. You always were a guileless fool, Corbin. Were it up to me, I would sentence you. Guards!
Lots of stuff.
Looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Guns tucked and loaded. Just get the thing.
Shifting to a left.
perfect attempt at getting Montelli to surrender? I should shudder at what your worst would have looked like. Sorry? Oh, well then, all's forgiven. And still, I've not learned my lesson. Clearly, you're someone who only understands plain speech. If you'd have told me all those years ago that this is where my future would lead, standing over Montelli's corpse, I'm not sure I would have wished to survive that disaster. What's done is done. I only hope my superiors will understand my actions here today, and that the Vox will be strengthened under new leadership. After I've summoned janitorial services, give the station the news. There'll be much that needs explaining. I suppose I should thank you for your assistance. But for both our sakes, I do hope we never meet again.
This is the control room. Bet you last month's earnings that DeVries left her mark here.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing. It's a relief to hear you say so. Go on then, Commander. We're short on time as it is.